Hello students, in this video I will solve the previous year OJEE lateral entry 2019 question. Here I will solve the mathematics question. I have already solved the basic electrical subject. If you have not watched, go through my channel and watch them. Coming to the first question, the direction of ratio of line x minus 2 by 2 equal to 2y minus 5 by minus 3 equal to z plus 1 by 0 is, here we have the ratios like this, that equal to x minus 2 by 2, that equal to 2y minus 5 by minus 3 equal to z plus 1 by 0. We know that the ratio of lines can be given by the standard equation, that is x minus x1 by a, that equal to y minus y1 by b, that equal to z minus z1 by c. So here we have to convert this equation into this standard form. You can see that this term and this term is already in the standard format like this. So here we have to change this middle term into this standard format. So by dividing here y by 2, 2 will be cancelled and we will get y. So we have to divide 2, that equal to y minus 5 by 2 divided by minus 3 by 2. So here we have a, b and c, that equal to 2 minus 3 by 2 and 0. That is option number C is the correct answer. In the next question, the planes 2x minus y plus 8z equal to 5 and 10x minus 5y plus 40z equal to 12 are. Here you can see that the coefficients of x and y and z of these two planes are looks like a parallel. So let us see how these two planes are in parallel. For parallel condition, if we have two planes like this, a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1 and a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2, then these two planes are in parallel when the ratios of coefficients of x, y and z are equal. That is, the coefficients of these two planes that equal to a1 by a2, that equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. Then these two planes are in parallel. So here, as per the question, we have these two planes. So we have to calculate the coefficients of the ratios, that is x coefficients that equal to 2 by 10 and y coefficients that equal to minus 5 by minus 5 and z coefficients 8 by 40, that equal to here 2 by 10 minus 1 by minus 5 and 8 by 40. So all these ratios having 1 by 5 value, that means all the ratios are equal. That means these two planes are in parallel. That is option number B is the correct answer. That is these two planes are in parallel. In the next question, question number 3, let 3, 4, minus 1 and minus 1, 2, 3 are the end points of a diameter of sphere. Then the radius of the sphere is, as you know that the radius is the half of diameter d by 2. So we have a radius and having a diameter d, and the 2 points are given as 3, 4, minus 1 and minus 1, 2, 3. So by distance formula, x2 by x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square and its root over, that equal to minus 1 minus 3 square plus 2 minus 4 square plus 3 minus of minus 1 square and its root over, that equal to minus 4 square plus 2 square plus 4 square, that equal to root over of 16 plus 4 plus 16, that equal to root over of 36, that equal to plus or minus 6. The distance can never be negative, so by taking positive value of 6, that equal to d equal to 2 r, so r equal to d by 2, that equal to 6 by 2. That is option number C is the correct answer, that is 3. In the next question, if the vectors 2i cap minus 3j cap and I cap plus j cap minus k cap and 3i cap minus k cap form three concurrent edges of a parallel pipette, then the volume of the parallel pipe is, the volume of the parallel pipe can be given by the dot product of the three vectors. We have three vectors like this, vector A, B and C. So by taking the dot product, that means by taking its determinant value with the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap of the three vectors. Vector 1 having 2, minus 3 and 0. Vector 2 have 1, 1, plus 1, minus 1. And vector 3 have 3, 0 and minus 1. 3, 0 and minus 1. So by taking its determinant value, that equal to 2 into 1 into minus 1 minus 1 into 0, that equal to 2 into 1 minus, that equal to 2 into 1 into minus 1 plus minus minus, this is minus minus plus, plus 3 into minus 1 plus 3 plus 0. So by taking the determinant value, we have 4. That means the volume of the parallel pipe is 4. 4. Option C is the correct answer. In the next question, let fnx that equal to 1 by n sin nx plus cos nx, where x is the real number and n is the greater than or equal to 1. Then f4th x minus f6th x equals to, we have f n x that equal to 1 by n into sin nx plus cos nx. F for x that equal to, by putting 4 in place of n, we get 1 by 4 into sin 4x plus cos 4x, that equal to, if we assume that sin square x is a and cos square x is b, then this will be a square plus b square. So by putting the formula a square plus b square that equal to a plus b whole square minus 2ab, then this will be converted into 1 by 4 into sin square x plus cos square x whole square minus 2 times sin square x into cos square x, that equal to, we know that sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1, so 1 square that equal to 1 minus 2 times sin square x into cos square x. So by multiplying 1 by 4 in both this term, we will get 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2 into sin square x into cos square x. Similarly, we can calculate f6x that equal to 1 by 6 into sin 6x plus cos 6x. Similarly, this will be in terms of aq plus bq. So by putting the formula aq plus bq that equal to a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b, we will get 1 by 6 into sin square x plus cos square x whole cube minus 3 times sin square x into cos square x into sin square x plus cos square x. We know that sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. So here we will put 1 and also here we will put 1. So by putting sin square x plus cos square x as 1, we will get this as 1 by 6 into 1 minus 3 sin square x into cos square x. So by multiplying 1 by 6 in both this term, we will get 1 by 6 minus half of sin square x into cos square x. We have to find f4x minus f6x. You can see that in both these terms we have common half of sin square x into cos square x. Let me show you. Here in this f4x we have 1 by 4 minus half of sin square x into cos square x, and here in this we have 1 by 6 minus half of sin square x into cos square x. That means half of sin square x into cos square x is common. So we have subtract this, that equal to f4x is 1 by 4 minus half of sin square x into cos square x, and f6x is 1 by 6 minus half of sin square x into cos square x. So here minus minus will be plus, so this two term will be 0, that equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6, that equal to, by taking its LCM as 12, that equal to 3 minus 2 by 12, that equal to 1 by 12. That is option number, here we have option number D is the correct answer. In the next question we have the number of solutions of tan theta plus sec theta equal to 2 times cos theta in the interval between 0 to 2 pi. Tan theta equal to sin theta by cos theta and sec theta equal to 1 by cos theta. So by putting this, now we'll multiplying both sides by cos theta, we'll get cos theta, that will be sin theta plus 1, that equal to 2 times cos square theta. 1 plus sin theta, that equal to, we know that cos square theta equal to 1 minus sin square theta, that equal to, further solving we can get 1 plus sin theta equal to 2 into minus 2 times sin square theta. So by arranging this equation in this format, we can get 2 times sin square theta plus sin theta minus 1 equal to 0. By solving this quadratic equation in terms of minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac, we will get as this, that equal to minus 1 plus or minus 3 by 4. So this we have two solutions, that equal to 1 by 2 and minus 1. Here we have to find the solutions between 0 to 2 pi. Here we have the sine function, that equal to, we have 0 to 2 pi. Here we have solution as half and minus 1. Minus 1 is here, this is minus 1 and half. 0.5 will lies between here. So we have here two solutions. So in total 1, 2 and 3 solutions, that equal to, we have total in 3 solutions. Option B is the correct answer. In the next question we have the value of cot into cosec inverse 5 by 3 plus tan inverse 2 by 3. Let cosec inverse 5 by 3 equal to theta. Then cosec theta will be 5 by 3. So if cosec theta equal to 5 by 3, then sin theta will be the inverse of 5 by 3, that equal to 3 by 5, as sin theta equal to 1 by cosec theta. So as per this, sin theta equal to 3 by 5, so we have the triangle as 3 as the height and 5 as hypotenuse, then the base will be 4. We know that here in this triangle, base equal to hypotenuse square 5 square minus 3 square and its root over, that equal to 25 minus 9 square, 25 minus 9 root over, that equal to root 16, that equal to 4. So base is 4. So here tan theta equal to height by the base, that equal to 3 by 4. So theta equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. That means if we have cosec inverse 5 by 3 equal to theta, then theta equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. So we have in the question is cot of cosec inverse 5 by 3 plus tan inverse 2 by 3. So that equal to cot of theta, as we have taken cosec inverse 5 by 3 as theta. So putting here theta, cot of theta plus tan inverse 2 by 3. That equal to cot of theta. We know that theta is tan inverse 3 by 4. Theta equal to tan inverse 3 by 4 plus tan inverse 2 by 3. So here formula is tan inverse A plus tan inverse B equal to tan inverse A plus B divided by 1 minus A into B. So here that equal to cot of tan inverse A plus B. A is 3 by 4 and B is 2 by 3. So by putting this we can get as cot of tan inverse 17 by 6. You can do your calculations. If I will do all the calculations, it will take more time to do these videos. So I will skip the little bit calculations. So here we will get cot of tan inverse 17 by 6. Inverse theta equal to cot inverse 1 by theta. So here we have cot of cot inverse 6 by 17. So here cot of cot inverse theta, that equal to theta. So 6 by 17. That equal to we have, that means the correct option is 6 by 17. Option A is the correct answer. In the next question, we have the locus of the equation x square plus y square plus z square plus 4 equal to 0. As per the question, we have x square plus y square plus z square plus 4 equal to 0. So by taking 4 to the right side, we have x square plus y square plus z square equal to minus 4. Here you can see that both these three terms, x square plus y square plus z square equal to minus 4. So we know that the sum of the squares of any numbers cannot be negative. That means this is an empty set. That is option number A is the correct answer. In the next question, we have the differential equation whose solution px square plus qy square that equal to 4, where p and q are arbitrary constant. So here we have to find the order and degree of this differential equation. So we have to form this differential equation by removing the arbitrary constant as p and q. Here we have two arbitrary constant p and q, so we have to differentiate this equation twice. Let us see how this can be done. So here we have px square plus qy square equal to 4. Let us differentiate this equation with respect to x, that equal to p into 2x plus 2y into q into dy by dx. X square derivative that equal to 2x and y square derivative that equal to 2y. Then q into dy by dx as we differentiate this with respect to x. So here that equal to 2 into px plus qy into dy by dx by taking the common as 2, that equal to 0. Px plus qy into dy by dx equal to 0. So here divide here 2, 0 by 2 is also 0. Again we will differentiate this equation with respect to x, that equal to p plus q into dy by dx whole square plus qy into d square y by dx square, that equal to 0. So here we will arrange this. So by taking p equal to minus of this term as minus term and this term is also in minus term. Now we have, by putting this p value here in this equation, we can get this equation as minus of q into x dy by dx square minus qx y into d square y by dx square plus q into y dy by dx equal to 0. By arranging this, you can get here the final equation is like this, that equal to x into dy by dx square minus xy into d square y by dx square plus y into dy by dx equal to 0. Here in this equation, you can see that the highest order is the second order and the highest degree of the highest order is 1. So that means here we have order 2 and degree 1. Second order, degree 1. That is option D is the correct answer. Second order and first degree. In the next question we have the solution of the differential equation y dx plus x square y into dy equal to 0 is, as per the question we have y into dx plus x square y into dy equal to 0. Divide both sides by dy, we will get y into dx by dy plus x square y equal to 0. Now again divide both sides by x square into y. So here we will get 1 by x square into dx by dy plus 1 by xy plus 1 equal to 0. So by arranging this equation like this, that equal to 1 by x square into dx by dy plus 1 by x equal to minus 1. Now let 1 by x equal to t, then we have derivative with respect to dt by dy, then 1 by x derivative equal to 1 minus 1 by x square into dx by dy, that equal to dt by dy. So here we have 1 by x square into dx by dy equal to minus of dt by dy, that equal to minus of dt by dy plus t by y equal to minus 1. So here we have dt by dy equal to minus t by y equal to 1. So here this is the linear differential equation. So in the linear differential equation we have integral factor that equal to e to the power minus integral factor into dy. Here we have integral factor as 1 by y. So by solution t into 1 by y equal to integration 1 by y into dy, that equal to ln y plus c. So here we have 1 by xy equal to ln y plus c. So c equal to ln y minus 1 by xy, that equal to option B, the correct answer. In the next question we have the solution of the differential equation dy by dx equal to x plus y by x satisfying y of 1 equal to 1. Here we have dy by dx equal to x plus y by x. Also it is given that y of 1 equal to 1. We have dy by dx equal to x plus y by x. Here by arranging this, x by x equal to 1 plus y by x, that equal to dy by dx minus y by x equal to 1. So here this is a linear differential equation. So by linear differential equation we have to find integral factor, that equal to e to the power integration minus 1 by x into dx. Here minus 1 by x is the y coefficients. Y coefficients here is 1 by minus 1 by x. So that equal to e to the power minus ln x, that equal to 1 by x. So the solution will be y into the integral factor, that equal to integration of the integral factor into y into dx, that equal to x by, that equal to y by x equal to ln x plus c. Here we have y of 1 equal to 1, that means y of x equal to 1, that means x equal to 1, then y equal to also 1. So 1 by 1 equal to c, that equal to c equal to 1. So we will put here c as 1, that equal to y by x equal to ln x plus 1. Y by x equal to ln x plus 1. Multiplying both sides by x, we will get y equal to x ln x plus x, that equal to the option number D is the correct answer. In the next question, if in a triangle ABC, a cos square c by 2 plus c cos square a by 2, that equal to 3b by 2, then the sides ABC are, here we have the triangle ABC, so we have also the sides small a, small b and small c. As per the question, we have a cos square c by 2 plus c into cos square a by 2, that equal to 3b by 2. Here we will put the formula as cos square theta equal to half of 1 plus cos 2 theta. So by putting this, that equal to a into 1 plus cos c by 2 plus c into 1 plus cos a by 2, that equal to 3b by 2. So 2, 2 and 2 are equal, so we will remove 2. That equal to a plus a into cos c. We multiply this a inside, that will give us a plus a into cos c, plus with multiplying this c in this, we will get c plus c into cos a, that equal to 3b. A plus c plus a cos c plus c cos a, that equal to 3b. Here we can put the formula cos c as in a triangle formula, that equal to a square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab, and cos a equal to b square plus c square minus a square by 2ab. So putting these two formula in place of cos a and cos c, we will get a plus c plus a into a square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab plus c into b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc, that equal to 3b. By simplifying this equation, we will get a plus c plus 1 by 2b into a square plus b square minus c square plus b square plus c square minus a square, that equal to 3b. Here you can see that by a cut, here c and c will cut. Then we will get this equation, that equal to a plus c plus 1 by 2b, here minus c2 and c2 cancelled, and a2 and minus a2 cancelled. B square plus b square, that equal to 2b square. We have a plus c plus 1 by 2b into 2b square equal to 3b. So b cancelled, that and 2 is also cancelled, that equal to a plus c plus b equal to 3b. So that equal to a plus c equal to 2b. If a, b, c are in AP, that is arithmetic progression, then first and third term addition that equal to 2 times of the middle term. Then A, B, C are in AP format. So the sides A, B, C are in AP format. That is arithmetic progression. So the option number A is the correct answer. In the next question we have 2 cards are drawn from a standard pack of 52 cards. The probability that both cards are Ace is, we know that in the 52 cards we have 4 Ace. So we will draw 2 that equal to 4C2. So 4 Ace we will draw 2. So the combination is 4C2 that equal to 4 into 3 by 2 that equal to 6. Also we will draw 2 cards that are drawn from 52 cards. So we have 52C2 that equal to 52 into 51 by 2 that equal to 1326. So the probability will be 4C2 divided by 52C2 that equal to 6 divided by 1326 that equal to 1 by 221 that equal to option A is the correct answer. In the next question we have a dice is drawn. Let A be the event that the number obtained is greater than 3. Let B be the event that the number obtained is less than 5. Then the probability of A union B is, so we have here 2 sets. Set A is number which is greater than 3 and set B is number which is less than 5. So in the dice we have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 numbers are there in a dice. So in first set we have to select the numbers which are greater than 3. Numbers which are greater than 3 is 4, 5 and 6. 4, 5 and 6. And second set, set B, number which is less than 5. So here the numbers which are less than 5 are 4, 3, 2 and 1. That equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. So A union B is all total number that equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. No repetition. 4 is here. So we will take ones. That equal to 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3. So this union numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers. And here we have also 6 numbers in a dice. So the probability will be 6 divided by 6 that equal to 1. That is option C is the correct answer. In the next question, a problem in physics is given to 3 students X, Y and Z and their respective probability of solving the problem is 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. The probability that the problem is solved is, we have to find the probability of the problem to be solved. So here we have probability of X as 1 by 2 and probability of Y as 1 by 3 and probability of Z equal to 1 by 4. We know that the probability, if probability of X as P of X, then the probability that is not obtained, that is equal to P X bar, that is equal to 1 minus P of X. 1 minus P of X. So we will find the X bar, Y bar and Z bar of the probability, that is equal to X bar, P of X bar, that is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. And similarly P of Y bar, that is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. Similarly we have probability of Z bar equal to 1 minus 1 by 4, that is equal to 3 by 4. So probability of problem solved can be calculated as 1 minus problem not solved. Suppose, for example, we have 5 work. If 3 have not done, that means 2 is done, that equal to 5 minus not done, that equal to 2. So similarly, we have here that equal to 1 minus the probability of not solve is the intersection of x bar, y bar and z bar. That equal to the x bar, y bar and z bar can be, with their intersection can be calculated as 1 minus multiplication of 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 into 3 by 4, that equal to 1 minus 1 by 4, that equal to 3 by 4. So option number A is the correct answer. In the next question we have the mean data set comprising of 16 observation is 16. If one of the observation value is 16 which is deleted and 3 new observations value 3, 4 and 5 are added to the data, then the mean of the resultant data will be, here we have mean data as 16. So that equal to the total data will be, and also 16 number of data, 16 number of data and 16 is the mean. That means the total will be 16 into 16, that equal to 256. So the new mean will be, see, the new mean is what? The total divided by the total numbers. So we have 256. So we deleted 16. So we'll minus 16. Addition of 3 value, that is 3, 4 and 5. So we will add this and divide by the total numbers. Already we have 16 numbers. So deleting one number, that is 16. So minus 1 plus adding 3 numbers plus 3. That will result as 252 by 18, that is equal to 14. That is option C is the correct answer. Let us move to the next question. Please students, watch all the 40 number of questions. It is very difficult to make these videos. I have edited and made this for you students. You can only like and share among your friends, and that is your appreciation towards me. So coming to the next question, if a square minus a plus I equal to 0, then the inverse of a is, see, this a is a matrix. So we have a square minus a plus I equal to 0 is given. So we have to find the inverse of a. As per the question, we have a square minus a plus I equal to 0. We will multiply both sides a inverse, then we will get a square into a inverse minus a into a inverse plus I into a inverse, that equal to 0 into a inverse. So we will get a square into a inverse, we have a, and a into a inverse is identity matrix I, plus I into a inverse is a inverse, that equal to 0 into a inverse is 0. So here we have a inverse equal to I minus a, that is I minus a. I minus a is option D is the correct answer. In the next question we have, if a matrix that equal to 2 minus 3 minus 4 1, then adjoint of 3a square plus 12a is equal to, here you can see that a is given. So we have to find the adjoint of 3a square plus 12a. So we will first find a square, then we will multiply 3 plus adding 12a. So we have a equal to 2 minus 3 minus 4 plus 1. So we have to find a square. A square means a into a. So we have two matrix, similar matrix, A matrix. So we will multiply these two matrix by row to column. So we have 2 into 2 that equal to 4 plus minus 3 into minus 4 that equal to 12. Similarly, see, you can do the calculations yourself. I have here to guide you how can you solve the questions. So I will not go through the calculations in details. You can do it in yourself. So we will multiply a into a, that is 16 minus 9 minus 12 and 13. Now we can find 3a square plus 12a. So 3 into a square, this is a, plus 12 into a. This is a square, sorry, this is a square. 12 into a is this. So we'll get a matrix. This is the matrix, final matrix. Let us say this matrix is B. So we have to find the adjoint of B. Adjoint of B is the cofactor of the matrix. Then by taking its transpose, we will get the adjoint. So cofactor of the matrix, this is a matrix, we will get the cofactor. So for cofactor, we have, for 72, cofactor is 51, and for minus 63, we have cofactor as 84. Minus of minus, this is the minus term. So minus minus will be plus 84. And for minus 83, we have minus of minus 63. 63. Similarly, for 51, we have 72 as the cofactor. So after this, we take its transpose, we will get the answer. By taking its transpose, transpose is nothing but by converting the rows into columns. So here we have this row, we will change it into column. Then we will get the answer. So option number B is the correct answer. That is 51, 63, 84 and 72. Coming to the next question, we have let matrix A equal to 5, 5 alpha, 1, 0 alpha, 5 alpha, 0, 0 and 5. If determinant of A square is 25, then alpha is modulus of alpha is, we have the matrix A equal to 5, 5 alpha, 1, 0 alpha, 5 alpha, 0, 0, 5. So you have to find A square. A square is A into A. So by multiplying these two, we will get this matrix. So finally, we have here, this is the matrix. Take its determinant, and determinant equal to 25 into alpha square into 25, that equal to 25. As A square, that equal to determinant of A square is given already 25. So by solving this, we have alpha square 25 equal to 1, alpha square equal to 1 by 25, and alpha is equal to root over of 1 by 25, that equal to 1 by 5. So option number C is the correct answer. Consider the system of linear equations. We have three equations, that equal to x plus y plus z equal to 3, 2x plus 3y plus z equal to 3, and 3x plus 5y plus 2z equal to 1. So this system says, let me clarify you that this system has unique solutions, because you can see that these coefficients, having all the coefficients are of unequal, distinct number. So these type of linear equations have unique solutions, because these are not coincidence or not in parallel. So these are of unique solution. So option B is the correct answer. These are not parallel or not coincidence, so this is an unique solution. In the next question, we have limit x tends to 0, sine of pi into cos square x divided by x square is equal to, we have to find this limit. So as per the question, we have limit x tends to 0 sine of pi into cos square x divided by x square. So we will change this cos square x as 1 minus sine square x. Cos square x is 1 minus sine square x. So after that, we will multiply this pi inside, then we will get this sine of pi minus pi sine square x by x square. We know that sine of pi minus theta equal to sine theta. So by putting this identity, that equal to sine of pi into sine square x by x square. Now we will multiply in the numerator and denominator by pi into sine square x. Pi into sine square x. By multiplying here in both numerator and denominator, we will get this. We know that limit x tends to 0 is, and sine x by x equal to 1. So by putting this here, you can see that sine of, let us assume this is x. So sine x by x, that means this is 1. Similarly here you can see that sine square x by x square can be written as sine x by x whole square. So sine x by x is 1. So 1 square is 1. So that equal to 1 into pi into 1, that equal to pi. Pi is our answer. So option D is the correct answer. In the next question we have, if y equal to sec of tan inverse x, dy by dx at x equal to 1 is, here we have y equal to sec of tan inverse x. We have dy by dx as 1 by 1 plus x root over. In this type of question, we have standard solutions. So you have to remember those standard solutions. For this type of function, we have the standard solutions. So here, by applying the standard solution as 1 by root over of 1 plus x. So here x equal to 1, at x equal to 1, we get 1 by 1 plus 1 root over, that equal to 1 by root 2. So option D is the correct answer. In the next question, let f of, that equal to function r tends to r to be a positive increasing function with limit x tends to infinity f of 4x by f of x equal to 1. This is given f of 4x by f of x, limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to infinity equal to 1. Then we have to find limit x tends to infinity f of 3x by f of x. Now let us see how we can calculate this. So we have f of x as a positive increasing function. So positive increasing function means we have x. So x will be less than 3 of x, that equal to less than 4 of x. So by putting this, we know that function is a increasing positive function. That means which is greater than 0. So now we will divide both sides by f of x. We will get f of x by f of x, that is less than f of 3x by f of x, that equal to less than f of 4x by f of x. So f of x by f of x is 1, and f of 3x by f of x, which is less than f of 4x by f of x. Also we have f of 4x by f of x equal to 1. So by putting this, this is our final result. That is 1, which is less than f of 3x by f of x is less than 1. So when in this function will be get, then we can find the middle function as by sandwich theorem. This is also 1. That is option number Here none of these will be the answer. 1 is coming, so none of these will be the answer. In the next question, we have m equal to 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 plus x, 1, 1, 1, 1 plus y. For x is not equal to 0 and y is not equal to 0, then m is, you can see here, m is a determinant value. So we have to find this determinant, which is very easy. So to make this more easier, we do one thing. We replace this R2 as R2 minus R1. Then we will get here 1 minus 1 0, 1 plus x minus 1 x, 1 minus 1 as 0. And the rest as it is. This is as it is, this is as it is, and we change only this R2 by doing R2 replacing R2 minus R1. Now we can find the determinant value with this middle row, that is equal. So x into we have 1 into 1 plus y minus 1 into 1, that equal to xy. 1 1 cancel, xy. So it is divisible by both x and y. Here x into y, so we can divide both x and y, that equal to option number B is the correct answer, divisible by both x and y. In the next question, we have the relation between a and b so that the function f defined by f of x is ax plus 1 if x is less than equal to 3 and bx plus 3 if x is greater than 3. It is continuous at x equal to 3. We have to find a condition where x equal to 3 is a continuous function.